Thanks for joining us. I'm so pleased to have John Allen Mullenhour on the phone today. I've known John for over 2 decades now, and John is someone that's always helping people. He's optimizing their well-being, their performance, their overall nutrition. He's the founder of Nutrient-Rich Superfoods and Performance Lifestyle, and today we're going to focus on one of his companies specifically and one of his company's offerings at Performance Lifestyle, which is called PERC. It's the Personal Energy Renewal course. John, it's great to have you to talk to us a little bit about this course. Thank you for your time. You know, there's a lot of people interested in their personal energy, and once again, it seems you're at the right time at the right topic. Great to have you. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, Pete, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
If you're like most people today, and I know this personally, I would love to be able to do more than I can every day. I 2 arms, 2 legs, and I get up early. I try to take care of myself. But more and more as I get older and just kind of more aware, as people are doing, we're starting to understand that energy, our own energy, is actually something that we can control, or it can go out of control. And a lot of people, it's out of control. They're using the wrong things, what they think are the right results. And you've come up with a program that's more naturally based, more education-based, called PERC, that's going to help people within 60 days in a course understand what personal energy is and how they can actually tap into it in a more healthy way. Can you explain that to us a little bit?
Yeah, for sure, Pete. That's exactly it. The company Performance Lifestyle, the driving force behind it is personal energy. When you learn how to proactively recuperate your energy, amazing things happen. Oftentimes it's called personal power in the market. You can go after all the personal power in the world, but unless you know how to renew your energy, your personal power falls by the wayside. The people who are most susceptible to this are really the achievers and really the high achievers. We want to make the most out of our time. Thing is that we have limits on our energy levels. The minute we push further beyond the amount of energy that we have, we start putting our body into a downward spiral, and it is crushing to a lot of very successful people who are ultimately trading their wellness and their health for success simply because they do not know how to manage and renew their energy.
So you're saying high achievers, and I understand that, but you have soccer moms, busy people that are not necessarily what we consider to be entrepreneurs or high-achieving people, but they're ripping it all day. How are they making it through the day? Is this a course that can actually help them as well?
Soccer mom or CEO, it doesn't matter. Everybody's got a full day. It usually starts around 6 or 7 o'clock, some people even earlier, and for some people it goes all the way until 18 hours later, and then they've only got 6 hours of sleep. If you're a mom running 3 kids or you're a CEO with 3,000 employees, it's the same day. It's the same energy. Some people just know how to manage their energy really well, and others don't. And both parties, both groups of people can end up in the exact same spot. Overwhelmed, exhausted, overstimulated, under-recuperated. Before you know it, you're overfed. You might be undernourished if you don't know how to eat really well. And then you're so busy, but you got no energy left over to stay physically active. And then weight and health issues and well-being issues ultimately can saddle anyone. Personal energy renewal is technically for anyone. You don't have to be in business to be a high achiever.
So when you say managing your energy and, you've got a 60-day course, talk to us about the experience side of this. I signed up for the course. Clearly, I recognize either I want to do something or I need to fix something in my life as it relates to my energy. What can I experience now as an attendee to this course after I register?
Well, first of all, energy is a subject that a lot of people are talking about, but very few people actually know how to talk about. What ends up happening in the market is you open up a great book, it'll be on fatigue, and then before you know it, the default is straight to nutrition and fitness. That's really what the market really understands. They understand nutrition and they understand fitness. They don't necessarily know how to talk about energy other than just get more sleep. So one of the things we wanted to do in this course was to actually teach people, what the actual sources of energy are. Actually teach people what energy is and how it can actually be managed. And to do that, you've got to get beyond all the fluffy language in the market. You've actually got to learn what we refer to as energy breakthroughs. These are breakthroughs that have taken me almost 20 years to learn and uncover. So when we deliver them in the course, these are golden nuggets, things that if you get, completely change the rules of the game. I don't think people understand the rules of the game, and that's the reason why they don't even know that they can actually manage energy beyond just get more sleep, and then they slave through the day taking pills, powders, potions, drinks, getting engaged in extreme work ethic, and thinking that exercising more is actually increasing the energy. Might make your body more efficient, but actually not making your body more energetic. So when you learn these energy breakthroughs, it really steps up your game. The second thing is that we're going to teach people what we call REM, the Regeneration Energy Method, which goes beyond sleep. Because in today's day and age, if you're relying on sleep alone, there's no way you're fully recuperating in the world, because we spend way more energy every day than most people are recovering through sleep. So we're going to teach the entire regeneration energy method, which gets into sleep, rest, recovery, relaxation, meditation, and rejuvenation, none of which are synonyms, and teaches you a system for proactively recuperating your energy. We're then going to teach you actually how to periodize. Unless you're an athlete, most people have no idea what that means, right? And then all you hear, the reason why this isn't called the peak performance lifestyle is because if you're trying to perform at peak all week long, I guarantee you, you will struggle to perform at peak for even a percentage of the week because you'll be a burnout. And that's what people do, particularly business people. You know, go big or go home. We get caught up in all that kind of lingo, and most people just literally can't slow down. They become performance addicts. We're going to help people step out of that, and we're going to use the metaphor of sports. It doesn't make a difference if you're into sports or even a fitness enthusiast. Everybody can relate to the idea of sports. We're going to show you how the healthiest, highest achieving, best performing people in the world actually periodize their days, their weeks, and their months. And then we're going to start to lay the framework for what we call a performance lifestyle. And we're going to just begin to introduce you to the core skills so that once you learn what energy is, when you learn how to get it really working, how to manage it in your life, you actually have a lifestyle that you can step into that's going to help you optimize your energy levels. So it's really a one-of-a-kind course, and it doesn't limit it to just saying, hey, look, we're going to show you how to increase the mitochondria content in your cells. Some courses get so myopic about this that they lose sight of the bigger picture. We're going to give you the right balance between the two, but at the end of the day, if you don't get a lifestyle that supports the level of performance you want and need in your life, and you don't learn how to manage your energy, chances are pretty good you're going to get the same results you've always gotten.
When you're tired and burned out, you make your worst decisions in life, and I think energy is a big source of that. Now, when you say the course, obviously it's going to educate you on a lot of different areas, but is this also practical application? So the average person that takes this course, are you taking them through kind of a step-by-step daily process? And I understand also this course is on demand online, so you don't physically have to be anywhere, but is it kind of an interactive course where I can participate and feel like every day there's someone that's got my back?
Absolutely. It's going to be a combination of both online and live calls, because you don't want to just leave it just to information that you have to implement by yourself. You actually want to talk to somebody, actually get into a live interactive conversation, and you want to learn from other people. Over the course of 60 days, you're going to get regular content that's pinging you, but it's going to take you through a module type approach so that one thing builds on the previous. And we've designed that over the number of years because we know that you need to know certain things before the next thing is even relevant. We're starting off with the breakthrough energy discoveries, and then we're going to take you all the way through the fundamentals of a lifestyle that actually will give you the energy for the level of performance you want in your life. And even before that, even the pre-course training, we're going to be talking a lot about the present situation, because one of the key things is to understand a solution, you really have to understand the problem. A lot of times people will hear a solution, but it won't make much sense to them because they don't actually know what problem they're really solving. And I think a big part, and I literally give this away for free, a big part is understanding the problem itself so you can actually appreciate and respect what you're learning in the course. And then once the course hits, yes, you're going to have someone who's got your back, and you're going to get regular input. It's going to be educational, and it's going to be applicable. I like to say that it's relevant, meaningful, and actionable. If they can't meet all three of those things, I shouldn't be delivering the course.
So if somebody's interested in this course, but they're not quite sure, this is a lot to digest, obviously, and it's a new concept, but it's science-based, of course, because I know that's where you come from in your history as an NET. But what does somebody do if they want to kick tires or get some more understanding of this prior to possibly registering to the course?
Well, here's what we've got. If a person has heard me before or heard this message before and has already kicked the tires, they can get signed up right now. And they're going to get not only a series of free videos, they're going to get a series of conference calls, group coaching calls, where we're going to really get someone prepared and organized and ready for what's going to be a fantastic transformational period of 60 days. Some people have been tired their whole life. They complain about being tired all the time or not having the energy that they need to really engage in what they really want to be doing, whether it's writing a book, starting a new business, beginning a new relationship, whatever it is. You need a transformational period where you can go from being tired to really feeling like you've got the personal power you need to do what you want. If a person's not yet ready, then what I would suggest, they don't want all that live interaction up front, which I think is incredibly valuable. But if you're not yet ready and you just want to kick the tires, simply sign up and subscribe, and you'll get the free videos. And those free videos are really developed such that I'm pretty sure they'll inspire you to want to start managing your energy.
John, you and I have known each other for a long time. You've always talked about energy as being core, and we'll conclude with that. Explain to us what your idea is about energy being the core essence of who we are and what we are every day when we wake up. It's very compelling.
Who we are really is energy. And, most people, when you say, oh, hey, who are you? You think you're your whole story of your whole life, the good, the bad, all the things that have happened. That's our story. But underneath that, what's really driving the show, what really animates us and gives life to us, what keeps our spirit high or low, is the amount of energy that we've got. And for decades now, the subject has always been about just get enough sleep. The amount of energy you have determines your attitude. It determines your mentality, your decision-making capabilities, your recall abilities, your wit. It determines whether or not you're happy or sad at times. It's going to affect your emotions. It's going to affect your ability to focus. It literally affects everything. And most people just say, because it's convenient, well, make sure you eat really well and make sure you exercise. But when you talk about managing your energy, it really influences you to look at how you're living. Because the answer is that energy touches everything. So you want to learn the fundamentals. You want to learn and make energy central and core to your life. And then you want to learn how to develop a lifestyle that optimizes your energy levels. Because energy touches everything, you ultimately end up looking at your whole lifestyle. And I don't know of anyone that does not want more energy. I mean, I talk to everyday people, to world-class athletes, and some of the top trainers in the world. They come to me because they're all answering the exact same question, whether they're fitness experts or not, athletes or not, high achievers or not. They're saying, man, I'm tired all the time. What can you do to help me out? So that's what I do. And this is also very personal to me because as a business owner for years, ultimately, I kept hitting the wall in my own life. So I really wanted to get a comprehensive solution that would really work. So energy is central to our lives. And if you ever had that thought in your head where you're saying, you know what, God, I'm feeling tired all the time, and I want to feel a lot better, I want to look and feel and perform like the younger person that I'm used to, well then learn how to start managing your energy. And that's really what PERC is all about.
It sounds like PERC is going to solve two issues. One, for people that are on the downward spiral where they're utilizing any kind of substance, and I don't mean necessarily drugs, but energy shots and coffee and using things to augment the fact that they really don't have energy. This course looks like it's going to help them tremendously, but also for people that want to maximize, that are already in the wellness space. I think when you understand and you're aware, if you're given that knowledge, you're just going to take that to a whole nother level. And it sounds like that's what PERC is about.
You nailed that right on because, it's the same understanding, the same awareness, education, and application about energy management that will take a person who's in a deep downward spiral and everything just seems like it's falling apart, that will take an elite athlete to the next level. It's literally the same set of principles and practices. The strategy will be different because the person is in two different places, but the fundamentals are the same. They're just applied differently given what your current needs are. This is a curriculum that I wished I had learned 30 years ago because I don't know if I would have appreciated it as much, but if I knew then what I know now, oh my God, how much different my life would be. I've had a pretty good life, but it could have been definitely a lot better, and my quality of life could have been a lot better.
What's exciting now is you can now share that knowledge with so many people through the use of technology. Imagine how many people you can touch through this course that are going to benefit from it.
I don't think I'd be able to teach what I'm teaching right now if I hadn't really gone through a lot of the trials and tribulations and hit a lot of walls myself. So, I'm ready to make this an amazing course for the people getting involved. So whether you're in that deep downward spiral, you want to really take things to the next level, and you want the knowledge and insight on how to manage the most precious resource you've got that makes performance possible and sustainable, then be a member of this course. Join it.
John, thanks a lot for joining us today, and we wish you the best of luck with this course. Sounds amazing, and I will be one of your first attendees, I'm sure.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.